Hello everyone, and welcome to the second part of my 2014 favorites video. Basically today I am just going to be showing you everything that is not beauty, fashion, and like skincare related. So if you want to see that, be sure to click right here and it will take you to see the first half of this. But today, like I said, is part number 2, where basically I'm just going to show you all of the other stuff and talk about the other stuff that I really love throughout the year that is just kind of random, like books, TV, things of that nature. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into it, and we're gonna start off with TV. I have 2 new TV shows that I discovered in 2014 that I love. I have a bunch of shows I've been watching for years and years, and those are like just all-time favorites, but the ones I discovered in 2014 were Agents of S.h.i.e.l.D., which is probably now one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I watched the entirety of the series that is out right now over Christmas break, and I was so emotionally attached to it, and it doesn't come back on until March, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. But I love that show. It's got some really kick-ass female characters, it's got some really kick-ass male characters. It's an awesome show. So if you are into anything Marvel, or even if you're not and you just kind of like crime shows that have a little bit of a supernatural element to them, really go watch that show. It's amazing. And speaking of crime shows, I also really love How to Get Away with Murder. Again, another show that I discovered this year that I love, and it just has really good characters, really good storyline. I just find it really super interesting the way that it does like flashbacks and flash forwards, and like all of this stuff is coming to light, and I just really love How to Get Away with Murder. So if you are into crime shows, be sure to check that one out as well. I think my movie favorite of the year is Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, excuse me. This movie was perfect to me. I loved everything about it. I loved it more than I liked the first Andrew Garfield movie, and honestly, it just makes me really happy when I watch it, and it inspired my Halloween costume of this year, and I just think that this is a really awesome movie. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it, and if you don't think that there is a Marvel theme going on here, it was the year of Marvel, but worth it. Good movie if you love Emma Stone. If you love Andrew Garfield, go watch this movie. It's awesome. I can't find my DVD case right now, but my other movie favorite of the year was Divergent. I loved Mockingjay as well, but Divergent was kind of my like series of the year, and so I loved the first movie, even though it was totally different than the books. It still was fun for me, and I've watched it a million times, so I also really love Divergent. I technically have 5 book favorites of the year, but I'm only showing 3 of them because the first one is the Divergent series, and I only have the first book here with me in Nashville. I don't actually own the second one because I borrowed it from a friend, and the third one is in Memphis. But Divergent, this book was so good. I listened to most of it on tape because I was in LA and I was driving a lot, but this whole series was so good, and if you haven't read it, which I think pretty much everyone in the world has read the series, I think it's really worth reading, and I loved it. The second book I have is actually a book of poetry, and it is by a girl named Sarah Kay, and this is No Matter the Wreckage. This is just amazing. I've read through it a couple of times. It has my favorite poem, or one of my favorite poems of all time, which is called Be. And if you guys might have actually seen it, there is a TED Talk, it's a spoken word poem on the internet that has got millions and millions of views, and that's how I found out about her. And then her other spoken word poetry is absolutely incredible, and then she released this book this year, and it's one of my favorites and just really, really awesome. So if you like poetry, or you like writing, or you just want to try it out, I think this is an awesome place to start. She's super contemporary and easy to understand, and I really love her. And the last book favorite I have, and really hope she's watching this because I'm totally gonna send it to her, but is Never Have I Ever My Life So Far Without a Date by Katie Haney. I love this book. It's so relatable. It's about a girl who's 25 who has never really been on a date and never had a boyfriend, and she just talks about all of her struggles of being like the eternal single friend. And this is the book that I wish I wrote. Like, if you ask me if I'd wish I'd written any book in the world, what it would be, it would probably be this one, because it's just so relatable and so hysterical, and she's got the best sense of humor about herself. She's got her best sense of humor about dating in general, and I just think this is awesome. So if you feel like the perpetually single friend, this is the book for you. It's awesome, and I really, really, really love it. a lot. And Katie Haney is super cool according to her Twitter, and she's a BuzzFeed writer as well, and so I kind of want her to be my best friend. And I tweeted her a Harry gif because she loves Harry Styles. So Katie, I'm gonna send you this too. What's up, girl? Let's be best friends. Next thing I have are music favorites, and of course it would not be 2014 favorites if I did not talk about 1989. I have 2 copies of this in the physical, and then I have 1 on a digital copy, and this is the definition of my 2014 for me. This is just probably gonna be my definition of 2015 as well. This is just the best album, honestly, in a couple of years, and definitely of the year. So 1989, always and forever. Other music favorites are Multiply by Ed Sheeran. I love that album. I love Ed Sheeran in general. He is just wonderful and one of my top 5 favorites of all time. So Multiply by Ed Sheeran. I really loved the 5 Seconds of Summer debut album. I listened to that all the time, and that was like the soundtrack of my summer. So love that CD. And I also liked One Direction's 4. Not my favorite One Direction album, but like of the year, it was definitely an album I really enjoyed. And then I really liked the music, and it reminds me of LA a lot, of Rixton, which is another kind of lesser known, not boy band because they play their own instruments, and like it's kind of an R&B pop group. You might have heard of them. They had Me and My Broken Heart, a song called Make Out. Their covers on YouTube are amazing and super fun to listen to, especially the Ignition cover. So I really liked their music this year, and I got to go to like a release party for them, so that's super cool. So you should check out all of those people. I can link in the bottom bar below where you can find the music, which most of it I'm sure you've already heard. I've got 2 more things to show you before I get into the like memories of the year, and the first one is my Bose Sound True headphones. I love these, and I'm probably talking really loud, but I have been wearing these nonstop, and honestly just finding excuses to use them when I don't really have to, like when I'm alone in my room and no one's around to hear my stuff. I still put these on because I think they're super fun. They're really comfortable. The sound is amazing. You cannot hear a single thing with these on, and I'm so glad that my mom got these for me for Christmas. I am over the moon in love with these, and I use them like every single day. I'm pretty sure this is the last like actual favorite item that I have to hold and show you, and it is Cards Against Humanity. This is the best game maybe ever. It is called a party game for horrible people, and that's right, because it is extremely offensive if you are playing it with people that don't have a sense of humor. And my friends and I spent so many like late nights playing this game and laughing, and just like it's just so much fun, and I loved it so much that I actually got extension packs for Christmas, where you get like more cards to add on to it, and this honestly is like a huge hit every time I go and hang out with my friends or bring it somewhere where there's going to be a lot of people. So I really love this, and this is probably the thing that made me laugh the most in 2014. And the last thing I want to mention before I actually talk about my memories, which I'm going to do rapid fire 14 things I did in 2014, but I want to talk about, I cut my hair in 2014, and that is one of my favorite things. I didn't include that in my list, but I'm going to include it now. You can't see because my hair looks like this, but I cut, I guess it would have been 9 inches now off of my hair in 2014. I had really long hair that went down to probably, I'm going to lean back like right here, and I cut it up to like right at my collarbone. Some of it's actually above my neck, so it's kind of A-line cut, which I can insert a picture right there. That's me with shorter hair. And so that has been honestly such a confidence booster and a new thing and a fresh start, and I really am so glad that I did that. But now I'm going to jump into 14 memories. I do these every single time in favorites videos. I tell you like my favorite memory of the month. So I'm gonna tell you a couple of my favorite memories of the year and some pretty cool stuff that I did over the year. So let's go rapid fire. Number 1, I moved to Los Angeles in January. Number 2, I worked internships at Awesomeness TV and Live Nation at their Ones to Watch blog. Number 3, I got to escort on a Grammy red carpet. This is my credential that I kept because that's a big moment. And I got to escort Chrissy Teigen and John Legend. Number 4, I went to the Demi Lovato concert in Anaheim, California, where she performed with Fifth Harmony, Little Mix, and I saw Zayn Malik in the audience. 5, I went to Disneyland with a bunch of my friends for the first time, and it was awesome. Number 6, I got to see 5 Seconds of Summer live at the Wiltern in Los Angeles in the front section, front and center, and I got to write an article about it that was published on our website. Number 7, I went to go see Britney Spears perform in Vegas for my 21st birthday. Number 8, I got to go to London and see One Direction and 5 Seconds of Summer perform at Wembley Stadium. Number 9, I went to Los Angeles for Halloween and got to hang out with Mary Calvert. Number 10, I was an escort at the CMA Awards where I escorted Kenny Chesney and Thomas Rhett. Number 11, I started my senior year of college. Number 12, I celebrated 1 year of health from my brain mass, which if you want to know more about that, you can click right there. Number 13, I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube and had the best day ever. I vlogged it here, and then I hit 300 a couple of weeks ago, and I'm almost at 400. So 14 would of course be starting this channel. This has totally changed my life. It's changed the way I look at myself. It changed what I want to do with my life. It has been one of, if not the best decision I have ever made, was starting this channel, and I am so incredibly happy that I did, and this has become kind of my space, and I really love talking to you guys, and I love seeing what you have to say in the comments below, and I'm so glad that you're sticking around and, you know, putting up with me. Alright guys, so that's all of my 2014 favorites. Again, if you missed the first half, here is all of my beauty, fashion, and skincare type products all up in here. You can watch that and then give that a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing what I love for the year, even though I'm super late to this. Be sure to check out my other videos. One of them will pop up on the end card in just a second. In the meantime, my name is Parker, this is Stories in the Dust, and I really hope you'll stick around a while. Bye guys.